More D&D multi-class builds. Alright, this time we're looking at Monk and Barbarian. This is sort of an unusual combination, and folks have been trying to make this work well since the 2014 rules dropped. First thing you need to consider is always the ability scores. You need 13 Dexterity and Wisdom to go in or out of Monk, and you need 13 Strength in Barbarian. It sounds like the commenter here wants to benefit from that Rage bonus to damage, and I do think we have a way to do this, but it's a little bit unusual, so stick around. When you're considering your ability scores, if we want to lean heavily into Strength, we're going to go Strength first, and then we need to split our resources between Dexterity, Constitution, and Wisdom. We're going to have to stop at 13 Wisdom, unfortunately, and then dump Intelligence and Charisma to spare ourselves those points. So, this is already kind of a very narrow path to walk. It's a hard build. You want to go 3 or 4 levels in Barbarian Path of the Beast so that we can use the Claws, which gives us an extra attack. We've got Rage, we've got Reckless Attack, we can attack with advantage. Our AC is going to be bad, and we're just going to have to be okay with that. That's fine. But that's what we have Deflect Attacks for from the Monk. That lets us do 1d10 plus Dexterity plus Monk level as a reaction and reduce that damage from one incoming attack. So that will give us some damage mitigation that will stretch our hit points considerably. So from Barbarian, we have the extra Claw attack. We have the Rage damage bonus on our Strength-based attacks, and we're going to use Strength for our attacks. We have Reckless attacks, so we're consistently attacking with advantage, so we're going to hit all the time. And then from Monk, we have Martial Arts and Flurry of Blows. So, right from early levels, we're making a ton of attacks with really, really high damage, and we're hitting very consistently. So it's a massively high damage, heavily offensive build, which honestly, that just feels like a normal Barbarian in a lot of ways. Like I said, our AC is going to be relatively bad. We're not going to have as many hit points as most Barbarians probably. We can't wear armor, which was what I typically recommend for Barbarians, so we are leaning on unarmored defense. And again, 14 Dex, 14 Constitution, an AC of 14 is basically nothing. So if you have allies who can cast Mage Armor on you, if you can get magic items to boost your AC, definitely do that. But we're also granting advantage on attacks to hit us with Reckless Attacks. Use Deflect Attacks to mitigate incoming damage, but if you're being attacked by multiple enemies, run. You're not going to do well against multiple enemies. Your role with this build is find the biggest problem, attack it very, very quickly, bring it down, retreat to safety, and then pick a new target. Anyway, I'm RPGbot. I talk a lot about character optimization. I've been creating optimization content for well over a decade. Check out rpgbot.net, click buttons over here, hang around, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of these.